Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us we have the Raddy Malahit DSP2. It's an ultra-wideband software-defined receiver. You can find these selling for $449 at iRaddy.com. Yes, luxury radio for a reason. But with my little coupon down there, 15% off, brings the price down to around $382. Still a premium, but if you like what you see, you might want to check and pick one up. So yeah, links down there in the pay link section. What an awesome radio. Let's get to it. So in this video, we'll perform an evening medium wave band scan, Chicagoland area. Here we can pick up utilizing the awesome twin coil ferrite by C.Crane. They no longer make, but what an amazing piece of gear. We're going to hook it directly to the DSP2. See how it rocks. Did good during the day. We'll see how it does at night. So yeah, I'll do that. First we'll go over features. Second I'll do a size comparison. And third we'll start cruising the evening band. So let's check out the DSP2 by Malahit. Alright, so left hand side, we have a headphone jack, USB-C for charging the battery, standby power switch, and a master on-off switch. Going to the front of the radio, we have a 3.5-inch color capacitive touch display. Awesome. You'll see all our stuff here in a moment. Two speakers here, about 1-inch size, stereo sound. All metal enclosure, which is pretty awesome. I believe it's like aluminum. Should be. Going to the business end here, you'll see there's two antenna jacks. They're SMA females. I have an adapter on one here. This side here is high Z for like a long wire or passive loop. Over here, 50 ohm is for our active loops like a MLA30 or when I'm using a twin coil, which has an amplifier. You go down your 50 ohm. Volume control and frequency control. So we got tuning and volume. Nice. If you press down on the volume, you have access to the attenuation, the filters, and of course back to volume. In here we press down, we get the step feature. We can control how fine our steps are with that. Back here we have a cotter pin, and that cotter pin is to hook up a little lanyard, though I don't think I would. It's pretty weak. Back plate, which is removable to get to our 5,000 milliamp hour battery. Right there. It's a LiPo pack, very flat to fit in this device. But at least it's replaceable. Kinda like that. Alright, so a little quick size comparison. And then we'll go over some basic features while I'm running the radio as well. So here is a CC pocket. Definitely dwarfs a little pocket, right? And then we have CC Skywave 2. Awesome. There you go. Sweet. And then we have, if you don't have those radios, we have a deck of cards. Iron Man! He's the man with the master plan! He can spin it and tune it like no one can! He loves his Malahit DSP2s from, can you guess it, iRaddy.com. It's a Raddy land. Ding, 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 ding. He's Iron Man. Rocking it out of the park, man. Anyway, that's that. So, we're going to hook this thing up. It's a fairly easy process. Okay, so I'm going to move this over here. And I'm going to move my control box into frame. This is the twin coil ferrite control box. Wow, is this thing good. It's a very narrow control and very precise. I knew it was always precise. I just didn't know how precise until I hooked it to this radio because it shows you visually what's going on. So it's awesome. Definitely enjoying it. So outside ring is coarse tuning. Inside ring here is fine tuning. So you'll see me adjusting those. Of course, power on. This runs on a 9-volt battery when you go portable, and if you're not portable, it does have a 9-volt input on the back. This goes to the ferrite element I showed you. This is our output going to the radio. So it's a simple TS style connection, and we have a jack for that. So I bought this adapter, I think off of eBay or Amazon, I'm not sure where, but it is a BNC male, sorry about that, yeah, male, BNC male to a 3.5 millimeter female TS jack. So that's pretty nice. That's how I hook up my long wires and my active loops and a lot of different things. The reason why I went with BNC is because I had an ATS 20 Plus. They had BNC already, so that's why I went with it. It's not a bad deal. And then for the radio, I put on a female SMA to, sorry, I get these backwards, male SMA to a female BNC. So you can see it's female, and it's got to be male, of course, to mate with that. So there we go. Let's hook this up, lock it in, and then we'll plug the tuner in, turn it on, and get tuning. So yeah, here's our connection right here. Pretty basic. Throw it out of the way, and we're probably going to zoom in so we can see the screen, because it's got a little writing on there. So I'm going to see if I can just move this control box up a little bit, zoom this on down. We'll see where we're at here. So turning the radio on is pretty simple. Just click that power button, or standby button. That's what it says above it. It's going to boot up. Okay, great. So we're greeted with a lot of different things. Let's zoom in on down here. Closer. Wow, we're picking up Cuba, I think. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn this down and show you what's happening. So yeah, on the screen itself, you can see we got a lot of different features. We have these little blocks up on here that show you what's going on. We have a squelch, noise blocker, noise reduction, which is currently on for some reason. You can barely hear what's happening. When you DX, you don't want that on, but when you have a nice strong signal and you have some little bit of hiss, it takes the hiss away. It's an amazing feature. AGC is in the middle position. You have the ability to change this to fast, slow, middle, and then you can define, I believe, on that as well. It's nice. And turn it off. 50 ohm connection, that'll go to high Z if you have a high Z connection installed. Preamplification is off. AM modulation is on. Our attenuation, I think that says 9. We can adjust that depending on the signal. There's our volume. And our filter's on narrow at the moment. And our battery voltage says 3.9 volts. You can't see that. That's what it says. Speaker icon's lit, meaning reason the speaker's here. You can change that to headphones or both. So we got a panorama, and it's adjustable. Right now it's 96 kilohertz width. You hit the bottom waterfall, and you can change that. Here's 48 kilohertz. And then if we touch that again, it goes to 192. Now, I was running this in a band scan during the day, and I was having some trouble seeing where my tuning was. So I'm going to go one step down here. Let's go back to 90, is that 6 kilohertz? Yeah. And that way I can see these peaks really nice. You're seeing the center peaks of our frequencies. Over here's our clock. It's 11:35. I can barely read it. It's a little tiny clock. 11:35. Decided that you just press and hold the radio button, and it'll come up with the calendar as well. So that's kind of nice. But yeah, 11:35 p.m. Central Daylight Time in Chicago, Illinois, USA. For the sake of the band scan, add 5 hours for UTC. Okay, so, and then of course, we have all these buttons on the bottom. I'll show you really quick. So, panorama, waterfall. There's our scale there. You'll see the frequencies there. Of course, it's up here as well. And our step value above it says 10 kilohertz. I don't know if you can see it up there. You can adjust it to 1 kilohertz, but I usually just detune with the antenna tuner when I have this setup going. So I don't normally have to adjust the step to anything finer because this is like your fine tuner. So down here, of course, you got your panorama and your waterfall. Waterfall's not as important to me. That's why it's so small. You can adjust how much of this you want to see on the screen. You go 50-50. You can go 10%, 20%. You get the idea. So it's kind of neat how you can do that. So down here we got radio, audio, visual. Noise reduction has its own button. Let's turn it off. There we go. Mode button, band button. So mode is interesting. Long press. Okay, so AM detection. So we got normal, standard, synchronous upper sideband. Oops. And synchronous lower. I keep missing it here. I think I'm trying to do it on camera. Yes, I am. There it is, synchronous low. We'll go back to normal. I'm not going to use synchronous, but it's there for you. I wanted to show you. And of course, you have upper, lower sideband you can hit directly as well in this mode. So there you are. Go back to radio, and you'll see a bunch of different options here. The only ones I'm worried about on this is RF gain. Pretty much that's the only one I'm going to worry about. I'll increase this if the signal's very faint, but I probably won't have to in the evening. But during the day, that helped quite a bit. Preamp we're going to leave off because we're using an active antenna. It's just distortion. It gets too strong of a signal. And down here are just options. And if you go to my main video, you can hear what everything is. So we're going to start scanning, but just want to show you these real quick. Our audio menu. You can change the filter type. Right now we're on narrow. And you can adjust how low you want to go and how high you want to go in that. So that's nice. AGC, like I said, this is middle. And I think we can go, make sure I'm on that. Okay, am I on that middle? No, I'm not. There it is. So we have slow, middle, fast, and then off. So we're going to leave it on middle. I think middle will work pretty good for us. I don't think I touched anything else. Okay, we're good. So we're going to get a visual to show you what that is. A bunch of stuff we're not going to change. Noise reduction. Okay, so let's go on our band button. This shows you can start at predefined bands, or you can change these definitions to suit you, or do a direct preset. Though I wouldn't really do presets because you don't get many of these. You only get 5 pages of this. This is it. I think it's what, 50? That's all you get. All right. With the radio, let's tune. I think I hear Cuba, so yeah. Let's go turn it up. Fine tune it. So yeah, that's Cuba. That's 1,700 miles due southeast. So cardinal directions: north, east, south, west. I'm gonna zoom this up a little bit. I think you can still see what's going on. Plus, you can see me adjusting everything clearly. All right, great. Let's have some fun. All right. Like I can see these signals nice. Here's a little bit of a flutter sound. So I can ground the case and by holding with my hands, my fingers here, and I'll take away the flutter. It's a LCD thing. Or you can turn off the screen. And that also helps. No flutter sound. Okay, cool. Let's keep going.
The geopolitical situation, how the United States progressively, beginning with Gorbachev, who urged us never to expand NATO towards Russia.
It's very precise tuning. It's really good for faint signals. It puts it right on the peak there. It's right in the center. Beautiful. 540 WAUK, Jackson, Wisconsin. Low power at night, 70 miles away, 400 watts to the north.
Recently, an address to the European Parliament, which was brilliant.
Here's 550. I don't know if I'm going to pick that up or not. Let's try. This is going to be southwest. Turn this up. Get a hint of it. Yep, you're getting a hint of KTRS. That's nice. Noise reduction helps me just get an idea. It's there. This is St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles, 5,000 watts direction. Southwest. Okay, let's go to the monster here.
Democratic Party today. So if this is the path that they have chosen, I just say just let them. When somebody's self-destructing, don't get in the way. That's kind of a rule. Anyway, David,
here's 560 WIND, Chicago, right wing.
Jim in the free state of Florida.
Now I always forget to mention, but yeah, you got a signal noise ratio here, and you can change it to decibels or SNR. And this is nice. It's showing it's fully pegged. So you got your meter here, and it's showing your how high you've been with the yellow bar there. And of course, our strength here. Now that number goes pretty high on some locals. So yeah. And then distortion, you'll hear it and you'll see it on the screen. And I'll have to attenuate it if that happens, or I could just detune it with that.
I got so worked.
Wow.
All right, 570. Might be able to pick something up. Gotta get really precise here. Okay, let's tune it. Okay, we're hearing a hint. This is interesting. WNAX, Yankton, South Dakota, 460 miles, 5,000 watts. It's pointed right at it. It's got to be what it is. That's cool. So I do have the antenna elevated about 2.5 feet and about 3 feet to my left here. And I'm turning it as we go here as well. 580. Could be Michigan. Yeah, I think this is Michigan. WTCM, Traverse City, Michigan. 215 miles, 1,000 watts at night. Noise reduction works when you have a decent audio. Really nice single sideband if you got nice clear audio, then it really makes it clean. But it helps narrow it down without me having to mess with a filter. But we have the filter on narrow as it is right now. So 590 WKZO Kalamazoo, Michigan, or it's KXSP Omaha, Nebraska. If they're talking sports, it's Omaha, Nebraska. This is usually WMT Cedar Rapids, Iowa, 175 miles west at 5,000 watts.
For single care, you don't have to overpay. Single care is a free.
Up in right center field. Big swing that's going to flip. The center right fielder can go to the wall. Adamas to score. And Jung-Hoo Lee is running the third for the Female Pro. Jung-Hoo Lee with a 2-out RBI triple. The Giants lead at 4 to
WTMJ, Milwaukee, Wisconsin, 52 miles, 10,000 watts to the north.
Yes, so the triple would make it 4-2. Ultimately, the final score was 5-2. 855-616-1620 is the phone number. 855.
6:30, so we could pick up CFCO. Possibility? Yeah, a couple frequencies happening. Okay, so yeah, it sounds like religious music too. So I think we're getting KYFI out of St. Louis. They're in similar directions, unfortunately. So I couldn't get one nulled out to the other. Sometimes I can. KYFI, St. Louis, Missouri, and then CFCO, Chatham, Ontario. Usually country music on CFCO.
Then that means that you're not being a woman.
That was another podcast you should know from the Black Information Network.
African American patients only have a 25% chance of finding a bone marrow match. Make a difference and join the National
670 WMFN, Peatone, Illinois, Black Information Network, 75 miles away, 1,600 watts at night.
.org.
Adoption is a journey of love. Black Adoption Matters connects families with the resources and support needed to welcome Black children into their hearts.
Okay, we're getting some bleed over from 640, believe it or not, to 650 WSM, Nashville, Tennessee. It's coming in relatively quiet, 434 miles south. Usually it's a pretty strong station. Now, of course, it could get better. We do this monster over here on 670, but that's not causing the issue right now. It's 640. Just pick up a little music there. Okay. We're picking up right next to the monster, WFAN 660, New York, New York. 750 miles home of the Yankees. Look at that. That's awesome.
I know you're going to take Peter, but I'll never hate on Lindor, honestly. I think I had to think a while ago about his contract and how I felt like that was Steve Cohen going out there to make the big splash with his contract. But he's worth every penny of that contract. Yeah. If Steve didn't do what he did following that up, that'd been a fair case, and I would have agreed with you, but he's done some other stuff then. I just feel like Jeter made some incredible...
Credit card debt? You can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living
Loud.
continues
I
to
should have known that.
skyrocket.
670, the score, WCR Chicago, home of the Cubs. Right there, you can just tell. Monster signal.
478-5511. Once again, that's 800-478-5511.
Okay, next to it's 680. Let's see if we can pick anything up.
She's a great songwriter, so maybe her and I can write a couple songs on the road. And so I'm looking forward to that. And, every crew, I can't wait to put the show together. Right. They get a song on the past that you haven't done in a while. Sometimes it's, just like two Kings of York from what we did last time.
So we're picking up 680. This is awesome. 680. I'm trying to think of what this is. 680 CGOB, I think. Yeah, 680 CGOB. I'll put a little pop up here for it. Yeah, it's coming in right next to 670. The selectivity of this is a really good setup. I love it. Yeah, amazing. 690. I hear music.
With the 25th of the 2025 NFL Draft, the Houston Texans select Matthew Golden, wide receiver, University of Texas.
Getting C.J. Stroud, some help there. Matthew Golden, wide receiver, Texas. Lance, wide pick.
With guards Tyler Booker and
I really got to crank the volume, but yeah, this is CKGM, I believe, 690, Montreal, Quebec, 763 miles. Moving this thing all over the place. Okay.
Tariffs of 25% on cars imported from overseas. Then that was backed off, and then some additional pressure been put on to get people to the negotiating table. Well, what is going on so far is a
700 WLW, Cincinnati, Ohio, 300 miles.
Preparing to raise prices on cars rolling off the assembly line starting next month if Donald Trump doesn't deliver on tariff relief as he hinted by automakers. Well, that did come through because they pulled off and pulled back on the 25% tariffs. Let's see.
710. A little hint of it. As good as I can get. I believe that's WOR, New York, New York. 750 miles. Barely coming in.
See us this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Lake County Home Show in Grays Lake. Attention all listeners, financial planners, CPAs, and divorce attorneys. If you're wondering why your loan officer hasn't returned your calls, it's probably because they're one of the over 165,000 loan officers who didn't renew their license over the past 24 months. If you're purchasing a new home or refinancing your existing home, call Team Hochberg, your trusted local lender.
So you can hear that little chirpy sound. Like I said, I ground it with just by touching the case, or I turn the screen off. 720 WGN, Chicago.
Stronger than ever and would love to earn your business. Let's review. Hundreds of mortgage companies have closed.
730. That's me turning the element. Yeah, this is, I believe, CKAC, Montreal, Quebec. 775 miles. Nice. Okay, this is 740 Zoomer Radio, CFZM, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles, northeast.
Yesterday the ceremonial wave. Apparently met a couple of babies as well, and then passed away this morning, 7:30 a.m. in Rome. The Pope has passed away. We'll continue our team coverage of that after we get back from news, weather, and traffic. Father Michael Collins going to join us live from Ireland at the 11 o'clock hour. We're going to go to Rome.
WSB Atlanta, Georgia on 750. 630 miles southeast.
Next half hour, right around 10:18. Another chance for you to win $1,000. I'm going to give you the keyword, $1,000 keyword, chance to win $1,000 coming up at 11:18 right here on the Mark Air Show.
I want to win $1,000.
I was live.
All right, Detroit maybe? Let's see. Kind of quiet.
Our community, politics, the economy, immigration, and cultural trends. Weekdays at 4 p.m.
Usually that thing's a boomer. WJR 760 Detroit, Michigan, 270 miles. 270 miles east.
Or listen and follow the podcast at foxnewspodcast.com or wherever you get your favorite podcast.
Getting better. Okay, we're just picking up a hint to 770. Usually, again, I can get this WABC, New York, New York. 750 miles. There we go.
I think that's good. You know what, Brian? You're correct. Now, sometimes around the country, the hands of these judges are tied based on what
So they're talking in a can. I'm in the can.
39 left, no matter how many they
587075 or go to MitchLionsWealth.com. Your best game plan to protect, grow, and win retirement.
Local station, as you can tell, WBBM News Radio, Chicago.
For 20 years, our local veteran-led team has helped homeowners across Chicagoland sell their homes quickly and easily.
790. Yeah, I'm not going to bother. Let's keep going. 800. We're getting a hint of CKLW. This is Windsor, Ontario. 270 miles. Tough night.
But Kurt tweeted yesterday, I just watched an Easter story from the first season of The Walton. Mama had polio, and by Easter 1933, she was walking up mountains at the sunrise service. Why? Because Bobby Kennedy was in charge.
The right objective with the left side. Okay. They needed her to.
This is cool. It's a right and left station fighting for dominance here. So we have WBAP Fort Worth, Texas, right now, Gentleman's Voice, 810 miles. And the Woman's Voice is WCPT, Joliet, Illinois, local, 60 miles away from me.
Sure enough, let me just say to all New Yorkers and to all Americans, the allegations of fake.
Okay. Kind of jumbled mess.
We're living in times where the truth is becoming more suppressed and censorship is increasing at alarming rates, especially on social media platforms. It's Clyde, and I want to tell you about a safe and secure digital playground we put together just for you. It's Aftermath.
Digital playground. All right, dudes. WHAS, Louisville, Kentucky, 840 miles. 800. 300 miles southeast. I'm getting excited. It's frequency 140. Anyway, Ground Zero and then Coast to Coast is on this. Awesome.
A document and movie library, a live videos cache.
If your tournament winner finishes in second instead, that's right.
Simply bet on any player to win a scheduled golf tournament during a promotional week. If you're right, you win. But if your pick finishes in second instead of first, you get your stake back in cash. Watch your favorite players go for the win all season long and bet knowing you'll get your stake back if they finish second. Log in today and make your picks with confidence with BetMGM. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. See BetMGM.com for terms. 21 plus only. Colorado only. Existing customer offer. Subject to eligibility requirements. Rewards paid back and unrestricted withdrawable funds. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
April is World Wish Month, and iHeart is proud to...
KOA 850 Denver, Colorado, 890 miles. I was waiting for call letters. It's coming in pretty good, though.
Make a wish come true, even you.
Tune this in.
Ici les informations. L'annonce de la mort du pape François à l'âge de 90 ans a provoqué une vague.
Again, tough night. This is usually a pretty strong station. CJBC, Toronto, Ontario, 460 miles northeast. So we can't pick up New Orleans. Wow, yeah, it's tough. Now, it is April, month of April, so we got a lot of storms and things, but yeah, this is 870 New Orleans, Louisiana, WWL, 865 miles south. That's where I'm pointing to my antenna and the gain. I got it right on the dead center there. It should be good to go. But the signal's kind of weak. I'm not going to adjust the attenuation or RFI, or RF, because let's get more noise, I think. Pick up a little bit. Okay. Okay, so here it says ESPN radio, barely. There's some music. They're fighting for, again, the spot. You got multiple frequencies happening. This is 880 out of New York, so WHSQ, formerly known as WCBS, coming through there.
Police in Pueblo, Colorado, say they are investigating the death of 13-year-old Joylyn Kenley McDonald after she reportedly fell 25 feet through the attic floor of an after-school program. Cops say the investigation is ongoing, but they have not determined whether it is a criminal matter.
890 WLS, Chicago local.
Monday after getting a report of disorderly...
Go a little quicker here.
They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000 in cash to hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 20. Perfect at the line. Great from beyond the arc. Kawhi Leonard did everything. Sealed the deal with a mid-range J.
Friends you love.
Father Simon says.
Morning Air.
Local Catholic.
If you have a second home, land, or...
Can't hover on that, but that's WFAW, Fort Atkinson, Wisconsin, rocking out. Look at that signal. Nice.
Insight going on and save the world from the awkward.
Nuggets. Denver able to take game one at home. They would host game two on Monday. This one tight the entire way. Neither team having a lead of more than 7 or 8 points. Nobody ever had a double-digit lead.
Pass to the baseline, cutting Gordon. Tipped, intercepted, outlet pass.
WMVP, Chicago, 1,000.
Jokic sends it wing right. Quarter for three. Boom! Got it! Oh, the lid on this building just flew off. We're all tied at 96 with 4:11 to go. And it's Michael Porter.
Become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu.
So 1020, that's KDKA, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, 450 miles east.
On the street.
remain in place early this morning with some showers around and temperatures remaining close to 50. There can even be a shower through the mid-morning hours later today, mainly to the south of the city. Otherwise, it turns out breezy and warmer with some sun and a high around 75, followed by just some clouds.
WBZ, Boston, Massachusetts, 880 miles northeast. Traffic on the 3s.
Ahead of another great day on Thursday with plenty of sun and a high of 62. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist LaTroy Thornton, WBZ, Boston's News Radio.
I'm excited about seeing the potential impact, not only on the kids treated at St. but across the world. And I think this is a great
Challenging night. Wow. Okay, it's 10:40. WHO, Des Moines, Iowa. We're 35 minutes in, and I'm not even up to the top of the band, but that's okay. I'm gonna go a little quicker here. Country music on 1070. Not sure what that is. Uh-oh.
I see you, sister. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah. Glory, glory. I like it when we get stirred up in here.
It's a local with Brother Stairs group on it. They're on the medium wave band by Chicago. No!
Other folk are, stirred up.
Oh, 1090. Somebody always wants me to get this one. Not tonight.
Along the years, for more than 2 decades, we've worked together to help you keep more of the money you earn. Just imagine what we can do together in the decades ahead. To learn more, visit NOPEC.
So here's 1100 WTAM, Cleveland, Ohio, 345 miles.
On News Radio, WTAM 1100.
That sucks. Coast to Coast is on now. I'm not through with this band scan. Alright, we'll just highlight stuff. 1120 is KMOX, St. Louis, Missouri, 275 miles. Southwest. There's a lady speaking. I think she's giving a news broadcast, WBBR, New York, New York. I rarely get this one. It's very hard to get. Coast to coast. WRVA, Richmond, Virginia, coming in kind of weak, 665 miles. He's everywhere. Local Christian radio.
I will be like the Most High. And God said, no, you won't. No, you won't. You'll be cast down to the sides of the pit. That's the end. That's what's going to happen.
The Department of Education is poised to resume collections on defaulted federal student loans in May for the first time.
Yeah, I just can't hover on Coast to Coast because they actually copyright their stuff. This is Wham! 1180, Rochester, New York, 545 miles.
Americans feel very good about their finances, while another 84...
They're everywhere on the band.
Only 14% of Americans resume collections on defaulted federal student loans.
Here he is again on PWPHT, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 700 miles. I don't have to tune it, but you can watch it.
Only 13%
there it is.
of Americans feel very good about their finances, while another 84%...
Okay, WKRS, I'm guessing. Local, Waukegan, Hispanic.
The church of the empire, the church of the powerful. Look, dude, as you know, I've lived on a ticket, certainly. So how did this person love for Jesus really manifest in priorities?
The answer is yes.
dramatically lower. Now, when it comes to how this relates to the confusing and seemingly ever-changing situation, which, as we know, are effectively taxes on Americans,
So there's a lot in this part of the band. I'm just going to go ahead and zoom it out up to 1500.
Which is on Americans and buyers in the importing countries.
It's not like anything surprising to people. So how do they make the adjustment to figure out a way to
what kind of manufacturing it would farm conditions and far lower wages in many overseas manufacturing facilities. Now,
510 WLAC, I believe Coast to Coast is on it.
manufacturing is that we could use all sorts of new technologies to do much.
Like these moments for us as a group, myself as a staff with this team, like we haven't.
WCKY, Cincinnati, Ohio. It's 300 some miles, typically. 300 miles, yep. Got a little cheat sheet to my right here. Guess I forget. Alright. I don't listen to the station much, so. Country music there on 1530 as well.
I think we did a great job of that tonight. That's, similar situation tonight. And
Southwest.
As well. So, great experience in the first two games.
I think we are deeply hurting in America. I think we are deeply craving answers. I think that we've lost.
KXCL 1540, Waterloo, Iowa, 210 miles.
We have evolved into technology and into industrialized society.
No.
$16.10 is CHHA, Toronto, Ontario. Yeah, cool. That's coming in nice. Okay, turn it down. 1630, the mighty KCJJ, Iowa City, Iowa, 175 miles due west. That looks like a jumble, don't it? I think it is. There's some multiple frequencies here. 1650 CINA. I don't have it written down next to me. Keep moving this around. Slides a bit. Put links below there.
Many customers all the time are Sira Radio giving results like no other medium can. हमारे नए hotline number पर कॉल कीजिए 437-262-1650.
No team's probably in a better position to make trades than the Eagles.
I think we're picking up two different stations. There's a WPTX, Lexington Park, Maryland, 685 miles, and I think there's a Hispanic station, another frequency there too as well. Two stations, KBGG and KKLF. The latter is Richardson, Texas, 790 miles southwest, and then KBGG Des Moines, Iowa is 280 miles news, sports to the west. Cool. right, great. We're done. Okay, we'll turn this down all the way. Yeah, this is a great setup. I really like it. So there it is, the Malahit DSP2 with the C.Crane twin coil. I think that was awesome. What do you think? That was pretty cool. This thing's amazing. Yeah, it rocks. Hopefully you guys liked it. Give a big like. You guys are 45 minutes in. If you're still watching it, you guys are like total hardcore fanatics for radio waves. You guys are the best. I mean, I can't do this without you, the supporters like you. You guys are there. You know, I'm like that too with some videos. If I really get into it, I'll watch the whole thing all the way through. It's just... yeah, it's what I do. You know, I got the time to just sit back, relax, and watch the whole thing. So anyway, that was a fun band scan. It shows you what this is capable of. How just fine this tuner is. It's super fine. Absolutely amazing. I love it. And then noise reduction can really help just kind of tweak out a signal just a little bit. And of course, I could have went into the synchronous detection, but we'd have been here all night doing one frequency. So I had to cover an entire band pretty much. So you get the idea. So give a big like. Hope you enjoyed it. 2, if you want to see more DSP2 or microcontrolled radios, make sure you subscribe to the bell icon. If you made it this far, you already have that. This is for the people who skipped ahead to the end and want to hear me talk for some reason. So that's for you guys. And then 3, comment down below what you think about the DSP2 by Malahit. Is it for you? Are you going to pick one up? Do you have one? People that have it love it. Yes, it has a few little issues that they have to work out still, like the noise from the screen. They know that's an issue. It's always been an issue. So I think even on their other models, the non-metal ones. So just letting you know that is a thing. Though I like how it's grounded and how I can just touch this to kill it, or I can just turn the screen off and I can just go hands off then and just listen. Yeah, you don't get your beautiful display, but I'll tell you what, you're saving power for sure. So anytime you turn that display off, I would, just to save power. Once you're on your station you want to listen to, yeah. This does way more than just the medium wave band. Yeah, it does a lot. I love it. So anyway, there you go. Definitely read your comments and I'll chime in if there's something cool there. So, all right, guys. Thanks for watching my video, and we'll see you in my next one.